Hello, Dumaguete.
Hello, Negros Oriental.
Hello, Sillimanians around the world.
This is Joshua Soldivillo.
And this is Ronelyn Vailoces-No.
You're watching the Founders Month special of #Silliman.
Good evening, everyone. This is a magazine program that talks about different aspects of Silliman University.
A show that talks about different matters concerning the campus by the sea. You're watching #Silliman. Hello there, Sillimanians and friends of Silliman around the world. Dagang salamat for joining another episode of #Silliman. Thank you for making us as your Monday night company friends. Again, TGIM. Thank God it's Monday! And of course, here in Silliman University, it's very festive. You can feel the loud sounds, Ron, no? Due to the performances at our Hibalag booths. And of course, a lot of footprints already in the university coming even from the nearby municipalities. And that just goes to show that we are really enjoying our 122nd Founders Day celebration. And of course, Ron, one of the most important pillars in the university that keeps us as a community are, of course, our strong and mighty alumni. And tonight we have invited notable and very hardworking Sillimanians who've been contributing in their own way in our communities and even to the country. And of course, we also invited our director of the Silliman University Alumni Affairs and External Affairs. We have here Mr. Ruben Bokingo. Sir Ruben, it's always nice to have you on the show.
Thank you for inviting me.
And of course, Josh, our second guest, is a true red. He graduated from Silliman University College of Mass Communication magna cum laude, and he was a member of the Board of Trustees in 1980s. And of course, I should not fail to mention this.
Yes.
An outstanding Sillimanian awardee for environmental journalism. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Mr. Adlai Amor.
Good evening.
Welcome to #Silliman, sir.
Yes, it's good to be here.
And of course, we also invited another alumni, Ron, from the Silliman University High School batch 1998. Of course, we have here Attorney June Maxell Orlina, also a graduate of BBA Management and a former officer of the College of Business Administration. Welcome, sir, to #Silliman.
Hi, sir. It's a pleasure for me to be here, to be invited. We are celebrating our 25th year reunion anniversary for batch 1998. And I'm honored again to be invited here in #Silliman. Good evening.
Okay. Ron, Silliman University has produced many alumni, many Sillimanians, and we don't know, maybe the person next to us in the bus or in the jeep is also a Sillimanian. But let us begin our conversation with you, sirs, looking back, your experience here in the university. What is your favorite spot here when you were still a student? Because for some it would be the acacia trees, for some it would be the church because they dated their girlfriends there in the amphitheater. So I'm curious to know, what is your favorite spot here in the university? Perhaps we can start with Sir Ruben muna.
Well, there are really a number of spots in the university that I have good memories. In high school, especially the high school department, finding ways that the classroom would be open, so we won't have class. So my classmates would put in broomsticks on the door locks. But I was also active in church, so church was also home.
Yeah, and it's a very beautiful view, Ron.
True, Josh.
How about Attorney June?
Well, seems like 25 years was just a year ago. It was a moment in Silliman University High School that we didn't have the luxury of what they have right now.
That's true.
Coming back to the alumni homecoming, it was night and day for us. Previously, we had what you call TR, the Tangkal rooms.
Oh, TR.
We were literally having our classes in makeshift buildings.
Wow.
But it added a lot of fun, great memories to what we have experienced. No air conditions, but the teachers have molded us into what we are right now. going third year, fourth year, we moved to Shannon Hall, and another tangkal room waited.
Which is now a
awaited us,
dormitory.
which is, I think so, a dormitory. We had lots of fun. Our walls were
Amakan or something.
no wooden walls, and we would find ways to break them so we can skip classes, go to neighboring neighboring classrooms. But just like what I said, it was a lot of fun. We had great fun memories with all the classmates that we have.
So for sure, it's the classroom.
Yeah, it's worth reminiscing what we experienced.
The ER.
Yes, that's also one thing, Ron, that we will forever cherish the experience, you know. Yeah. How about
It's
you,
the
sir?
friendships that you make in high school, and they become lasting friendships. So I'm a member of the SUHS class 1973, which celebrates its 50th reunion this year. But prior to that, many of us were also SUES alumni. So congratulations to the elementary school for your centennial anniversary.
Yes.
So we had friendships dating there. And these are friendships that carried over to where we are now. I mean, 50 years after graduating from high school, these are the real friendships that we have. Wherever we are, anywhere in the world, it's as if it was only yesterday that, we met our friends. I said, oh, so all the chismes, the gossip, and all the laughter always ensues as if it never ended.
Right.
But just, you mentioned the tangkal room. So in our time, we call it the tea rooms.
Tea rooms.
But the tea rooms were actually a good symbol in terms of reconstruction for the university.
True.
It indicated, after World War II, those were the temporary rooms that they built, made of nipa and bamboo siding. So to us, that was a reminder that, these were the humble roots of the university, and look where the high school, where the university is now, all the progress that it has made.
True.
But always that grounded us that, we came from nothing, we came from humble beginnings, and through hard work, here we are.
True.
Thank you very much for sharing your experiences, sir. Let's continue visiting memory lane because it's really a nice conversation. It's really good to actually remember all those memories. Now, I'd like to ask, aside from those things that you've mentioned, what else are the most unforgettable memories or the most unforgettable teachers that you can share with us or with the audience tonight? Perhaps let's start with...
The one I can start with.
Okay.
One of the activities we have when we're celebrating, in fact, the opening activity that we'll have is a pasidungog and a pasasalamat. We want to recognize and honor and celebrate our surviving teachers nowadays. We've located 15 of them.
Wow.
So they are, those who can come, there's others who are unable to come, but we have asked their children or representatives to join us in a lunch in their honor. So that was always, it's always good to give thanks to those who helped shape us. I mean, and two of these I'd like to mention is Mrs. Alejandra Banyas, who is unfortunately bedridden, staying at home. But she was a wonderful literature teacher who we called Snooky. Because when she was young, she looked exactly like the actress Snooky. Yeah. And the other one is, of course, the late Lily Risma Cordura Murillo. When she taught us physics, she was Lily Risma, Ms. And then she fell in love with our biology teacher, Mr. Ramon Cordora, so she became Lily Risma Cordora. And when Mr. Cordura died, she retired in Cebu, and then she met her high school boyfriend, Jose Murillo. So she became Lily Risma Cordura Murillo. Wonderful teacher, teaching us about the force of momentum. So we would always say, you apply that in life, there's always something that propels you to do stronger and better things. And that was the law. She always used the law of physics in order to encourage us to do better in what we're doing and to motivate us to do even better.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's also one way of telling, no, that in Silliman we don't only value the academics, but even the character component, right? That we integrate values, no? And listening to Sir's recollection on his physics class, as a physics teacher myself, I'm also moved, no, to do the same, to make this as analogies, no, for our students. Wonderful sharing, Sir. Thank you for that. How about for you, Attorney June?
Well, this saying is immemorial, if I say, that all of the alumni of Silliman would always say that high school life is the best life. And that's why students from other universities would always ask the question, why would you go back to Silliman during Founders Day? And it applies most to us who graduated from high school. College, not so much, but high school, we always find time, make ways, travel from the farthest side of the world just to come back to Silliman and to meet and greet the classmates, your batchmates. And so it is a deep-rooted experience that we have at high school, and all those memories suddenly come back. You relive those memories, you enjoy, you relive the experiences with your classmates and friends. And most importantly, during the alumni homecoming, it's a breath of fresh air when you see your teachers still there. That's what Sir said. In our case, we're doing 25 years, and yesterday I was in the student orientation because our eldest is already turning junior high school. And suddenly I saw my teachers, and they've been there for the longest time. We're celebrating 25 years. They've been there more than 25 years. If I could just say a few, Miss Josil Jane Guevara. Still an eligible bachelorette. Okay?
Shout
Our
out to Ma'am. Hi, Ma'am
forever
Jane.
beautiful and talented music teacher.
Yeah.
We have Mrs. Idelin Abestano. She's already married.
Balingit.
Balingit. A very competent biology teacher. One of the sexiest that we had in high school. And still sexy right now.
Yes, I do agree.
Yeah. And the ever thoughtful and gentle Mrs. Marcelita Pascual.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you go to her class, it's never a stressful day with Mrs. Pascual. She's very motherly to us. And up to this day, I can see in her face, I'm proud to bring our children back to Silliman High School, and knowing that they would be guided properly by the teachers that mentored us. That for me is an experience that I will treasure and my kids will treasure.
I have to shout out Marcy because she's a member of SUHS class 1973.
Wow.
And she's been officially retired, but
Yes.
the high school says, no, you're gonna come on. And I'd like to thank the university because it gives her life to be with high school kids, and I'm looking forward for Marcy teaching your kids. They'll find her a wonderful teacher.
Yes, hello to Ma'am Marcy, in case you're watching #Silliman. And we're talking about these experiences, Ron, and let's talk about the now, right? And every year, Silliman University pays homage and the tribute to Sillimanians who've been doing profound impact to the disciplines that they are in. And this year, sir, we also are awarding another set of Sillimanians who've been making ripples of change. And if you may do the honors of announcing to us who are the outstanding Sillimanian awardees for this year.
Every year, the university with the Silliman Alumni Association Incorporated does a good
Deliberation.
screening of who would make it to be outstanding Silliman awardees. And for this year, we have 5, and this we have an ambassador, a MASCOM graduate, with Kira Daganan Azucena, and we have also Sandeep Chandiramani for entrepreneurship and finance, while Luella Dular Perrin for wildlife conservation and management, and we have Maria Salud Ko for medicine, obstetrics and gynecology, and community service, and we have Dr. Asterio Saliot for agriculture extension. So we have these 5 outstanding Silliman awardees, and we are inviting alumni
Yes.
and friends to be at the awarding ceremony.
When is this happening, sir?
This is on the 28th at 10 o'clock at the Luz Auditorium. I invite our alumni to come by the Alumni Affairs Office so I can provide you with controlled tickets to the Luz Auditorium. It is a good way of inviting our students
Yes.
and our alumni, so our students can also be inspired, or we ourselves would be inspired to see Sillimanians that have done well in their life
Yes.
and have an impact with the community. So it would be exciting to
Yes.
hear their stories.
Of course, Ron, and I'm sure a lot of our students will not only be inspired but even be driven, and perhaps they will find inspiration in the works that they do, right? Ron, we're just pausing for a short break, but when we come back, let's engage our guests in a short game, in a fast talk. And of course, we'll talk about the details of their homecoming celebrations and other related activities. Friends, stay with us. #Silliman. We'll be right back. Sillimanians and friends of Silliman around the world. You're still watching #Silliman. Of course, we're still joined by our alumni director and of course our alumni also, no? We have here very Ron, ang nostalgic naman ang usapan natin kanina, no? Walking down the memory lane. At this time, let's engage them in our short fast talk. Okay?
Pasok muna. Okay, sige.
So, basically, sirs, we're just going to provide you two options and you don't have to think twice about your answer, just your gut feel and just say your answer. Alright? We're ready. Okay, Ron, perhaps you can ask the first question.
Okay, this question is addressed to Sir Adlai Amor. Is it the Oriental Hall or the Guy Hall?
Guy Hall.
Sir Ruben, amphitheater or SU gym?
Amphitheater.
Sir June, is it the Silliman Farm or the cafeteria?
Cafeteria, of course.
Sir, is it the SU cheese bread or the SU baked siopaw?
Bake Chopin.
Okay.
Sir Ruben, is it your home or your workplace?
Workplace.
Is your home? It's still your home.
Yes.
Sir, is it cats or dogs?
Dogs.
Dogs.
This is a very hard question, Sir Adlai. Love or career?
Both.
Pwede naman both.
When you can have the best of both.
Pwede po. Sir Ruben, this is also kind of a difficult question. Where is the best CR in the university?
The president's office.
Or
I can vouch for that.
Only if you get in.
Sir vouches for it.
Sir June, what's your favorite tambayan in Silliman?
That would be across Silliman High School under the acacia tree. We're high school reunioning batch, so I'd limit myself to the high school campus.
Sir Adlai, if you're going to tour a stranger, which part of the university you'll bring her or him first?
Silliman Hall.
Silliman Hall.
Sir Ben, Silliman culture is
The arts.
The arts.
Okay, sir.
Okay, this is our last run and all of them should answer.
Sige.
Okay. I love Silliman because
It's the way, the truth, and the life.
No, via veritas.
I love Silliman because
It is home.
It is home.
I love Silliman because
It is love.
it
It
is
is
love.
love. Home, love, and via veritas vita. It
Yes.
seems like you are just describing God or Jesus. He
Yes.
is also home. He is also love. He is the way, the truth, and the life. And Silliman is like that.
I know you normally interview us, so we ask you the same question.
Oh. Okay, Ron, you should answer also. I love Silliman because
Because no, I'm lost at words because they already answered my answer.
Copy.
But, because it's wait lang. Ano ba?
You can
Fast
repeat.
talk.
fast talk. Don't think twice. I'll start.
Okay, sige,
I love
start.
Silliman because it's where my heart is.
Okay.
Yes. Ikaw, Ron. I love Silliman because
It's where my heart, body, and soul is too.
Thank you so much, sirs, for being game with our short fast talk. At this point, let's talk about the details of your homecoming. You have a silver celebration, and then I believe golden then, no? So let's begin with Sir Adlai's batch. What are the highlights, sir, of your celebration? And of course, feel free to invite your fellow batchmates and of course our Sillimanians.
It took us 3 years to plan our reunion, our 50th reunion, and we have a lot of highlights. There's no one is asked to pay any registration fee, or everybody's being given swag, all from generous members of the class, and we're giving the university 1.2 million pesos as an endowment for high school students who will follow us. Yeah, and so we'll have the usual parties and picnics, but unstated in all of this is the catch up on the chismis, rekindling of rekindling of your love affairs in the past. So all of that is unscheduled, unprogrammed, not stated in the program.
Embedded na yun. Which is very important then.
Yeah.
That's what Tibalag is all about. Diba?
Yes. How about your batch, sir? Would you like to also invite your batchmates and, of course, to participate in your activities?
Yes. fortunately for us millennials, we belong to mid-millennials, conventional batch. We are aided by social media, right? So as early as years back, we are able to connect or reconnect with our batchmates. So I'm sure every other batch here in high school or even in college would have already formed their own group chats. And so prior to the homecoming, we are already aware of the number of attendees and their spouses, their spices joining for the celebration. So if I recall correctly, we graduated with 172 batchmates. Right now, as of this moment, we have already gathered 102 participants.
Wow.
So that's more than 60%. That's more than, about thereabouts, 60 or more percent of the total number of batchmates for batch 98. And so this is rather preempting. We have yet to meet in person and how to discuss other projects. But ahead of time, we have already planned, not as big an amount as the 50 years are doing, but we are planning and we have already started contributing for a scholarship fund for a high school scholar in Silliman University. And soon as we meet, we hope to come up with other projects that would benefit Silliman University High School. So till then, let's see.
Yes.
But that is precisely what I'd like to challenge the other classes,
Yes.
the other reunion classes. Give a gift of a Silliman High School education to your children, to other people who have not had the same benefit. And then maybe 50 years from now, you'll adopt the same theme that we have, 50 and fantastic.
Oh, I like that. 50 and fantastic. And Ron, as part of this community, because earlier I said that I love Silliman because it's where my heart is. It's just so warming to know these projects that you're doing, sirs. And I just feel so proud to be part of the community.
Their generosity is really overwhelming. And thank you
Yes.
very much, sirs.
Now, Sir Ruben, very quickly, can you also run down to us the events that involves our alumni and our other stakeholders, and perhaps you can also invite like the Pamahaw Sillimaniana, the Painit Sillimaniana, of course the Parada Sillimaniana, all of the Sillimaniana events. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, before I give you a rundown of the activities which really involve also alumni, Sir Adlai and this guy next to me, you really see the Silliman spirit there. Wherever you go, I've experienced, whether at Tipon, USA, or in Europe, there's also another group there. You have not met them on campus, they're not your friends, but they're just like...
Once they know.
Yeah. So, it gives you that home feeling, the family feeling. But let's go on to the activities that the university has prepared, especially for alumni. We have a Pamahaw Sillimaniana, and we have observed through the years that
Yes.
it is a good place for alumni to meet up. Rather than you look for them, they'll be there, so you go. No? And we have the Filipino Fair breakfast. So we have 2 mornings, the 24th and the 25th. That's a Thursday and Friday at 6:30 at the Silliman Hall.
All right. Take note, that's August
24 and 25.
6:30 at SU Hall.
So the university really has put up a budget for inviting alumni to that Pamahaw. Then on Saturday, the 26th at 8 a.m., we have invited different alumni reunioning groups to a memorial service to remember and honor their batchmates that have gone ahead. So then we have also we will induct Bert Bravo, Atty. Bert Bravo, as the Order of Horace B. Silliman.
Wow, congratulations, sir.
Yeah, he is donating a building and a property worth 120 million. I don't know if the exact amount, but and this will be a computer incubation thing, and it should be run by the university. And we will also honor in the same afternoon our faculty and staff that have gone ahead, but they have done well in their service for Silliman, and that's the Heritage Builders. And there's going to be a painit Sillimaniana also in the late afternoon, so you can be there to have some painit. And then on the 27th is the parada, which everybody has been calling my office for that they're joining. So we for the alumni contingent, we already have 31 groups.
31 groups.
31 groups. So, last year, I think we just had a few, but it's an open thing now.
Yeah.
Thank you that the pandemic is over.
Yeah, praise God for
yes,
that.
and we and the excitement and the reunion feeling, it encapsulates everything when you join the parade. And some would say, no, we're a bit old, so we should be riding. But after a while, you really like to walk.
Yes.
No, I hope the weather cooperates. But we have gotten a permit already from the city government.
Nice.
And we're going the old route.
The
original route,
parade
because
route.
some people would say, like last year it was a different route.
Yeah.
We were waiting and they did pass this way. So this year we're going to be on the main road. No?
So it's like,
And then on the 28th, that's really the day for Founders Day. So we have a sunrise service. And we are inviting our alumni to be there that's 5 a.m., 5:30, and we have Adlai as the speaker, or the one that will bring the message for Founders Day. And later in the day, it'll be the Outstanding Silliman Awards, which is at 10 at the Luz Auditorium. The Alumni Association Incorporated has an activity which will be on the 28th, early evening at the East Quadrangle, and it used to be called Tipon Dumaguete, but now they have called it Luling Hayao.
Luling
Yeah.
What does it mean, sir?
You're
It means to have fun.
to have fun.
It's a very Cebuano but very deep Cebuano
Yes.
term. Or the common version of it would be lingaw lingaw.
So it's like this. On the 24th and the 25th, we have pamahaw, and the 26th, we have painit. So after all the eating, during the parada,
walking.
let's do the walking. And then after
Burn
that,
some of the food you have taken
burn
in.
some calories. And then after that, on the 28th, we have sunrise service. And then still the lipay-lipay is still there after all those festivities.
Yeah.
Right?
You have to dance away the pamahaw and the painit
Yes.
at Luling Hayao.
But we still have the Founders Day Sunday service at 9:30 on the 27th,
Of course.
at the Silliman Church.
SUHS. Well, Ron, we are really running out of time. How we wish we could extend our conversation. Again, daghang kayong salamat for joining our episode tonight, Sir Adlai, Sir Ruben, and Sir Jun. Hopefully, we can have you back again in the show and talk more, additional memories, additional chismes.
Well, happy Founders Day to everybody.
Everyone.
Happy Founders Day.
Maybe you can go to the Silliman website
Sure.
to see the activities,
Yes.
the calendar of activities of the Founders Day.
Yes, it's www.su.edu.ph, and of course, our Facebook page, Instagram, and even Twitter are all active social media platforms that you can follow for you to be updated with the calendar of activities for the 122nd Founders Day celebration. So, as our closing, for this episode tonight, perhaps you'd like to give a special shout out, message, or greet anyone, or perhaps you'd like also to greet the community.
Or especially your
happy
batchmates.
founders, especially the batchmates, no? Okay. Maybe we could start with Sir June.
Yeah, thank you so much. On behalf of the Silver Anniversary Reunioning Batch of Silliman University High School Batch 98, we are happy to be strong and to be very excited to come back to our alma mater to celebrate 25 fruitful years and to reconnect with our professors, with our teachers, and to rekindle old friendships. And in furtherance of that reunion, we are also happy to meet and to give back to Silliman University. So thank you so much for giving us the opportunity through me to be acknowledged as one of the reunioning batches of this year's Founders Day. So thank you so much again, and we look forward to 25 more years to be like one of the
50 years and
guests.
fantastic.
50 years.
There can be 50
And-
years and fabulous.
I will remember that for the next 25 years.
Okay, it's on the record. Okay, thank you very much, Sir June. Sir Ruben?
I would like to invite our alumni, whether you're from Dumaguete or outside, to drop by our office so you can update our alumni database. That would really help.
True.
And if you have problems getting through the gate during Founders Day, I don't want you to have a bad experience with our strict security guards. You can call my office, and we will help you have a better experience going around campus.
We'll
Thank
get
you,
your
Sir
number,
Ruben.
Sarah.
I'm sure your phone will be ringing frequently these days. Okay, Sir Adlai.
I'd like to give a shout out to all the members of the SUHS Batch 1973, especially those coming from Europe and North America. There's about 40 of them coming for our reunion. There'll be about 120 of us out of a class of 140, and I'd like to tell them relax and enjoy. And of course, we'd like to thank the Office of Alumni and External Affairs for all the support that Bobot and his team have given us to make sure that the reunion is successful. And finally, I shout out to my two co-chairs of the 50th reunion, Jojo Villarmosa Manyosca and Adlai Bulado Utsurum. Thank you to all the classmates. Thank you to all our friends who make our reunion fun and possible.
Yes, daghang kayong salamat, sirs, for joining our episode tonight. And Ron, I think I like our jacket tonight.
Yeah, shout out to SU Cafeteria for this one.
Yes, and of course, this is a perfect wear for you during the Founders Day celebration. If you want to have something like this, please visit the SU Cafeteria to get yours now. Of course, this is available across all sizes, di ba? Ang inclusive. Okay, kahit yung size ko meron.
So you buy that with your bake shop, huh?
Kasi preferred na sir ang bake shop. Yes, and I think especially those who are been away for some time, the bake shop is relatively new, no? So you should try it out. All right. Anyway, once again, daghang salamat, and of
Daghang
course, to our
salamat.
televiewers right now streaming via Channel 6 Phil Products, of course, to our Facebook followers, our YouTube subscribers. Thank you very much. And happy Founders Day, Silliman. Happy 122nd birthday. See you next week. And to God be the glory. Hey there, Sillimanians and friends of Silliman around the world. Thank you for watching another episode of #Silliman. Please support our Facebook page. It's called #Silliman. Continue liking, sharing, and commenting on your favorite episodes. We also have a growing community on YouTube. It's still called #Silliman. Don't forget to click the notification bell for you to be updated with our recent post, and see you there.
And catch us at Phil Products Channel 6 every Monday at 8 p.m. Replays will be shown every Tuesday before the noontime news and every Saturday after the noontime news. This has been Ronelyn with Vailoces-No.
And of course, Joshua's Soldivillo. Happy Founders Day, everyone! This has been another episode of #Silliman. See you next week, guys, on here on
#Silliman.
Happy Founders Day, everyone!